Darren McCarty and Neal Ruhl can give. It's time for Big D Energy, live on Woodward Sports. Join four-time Stanley Cup champion and legendary badass Darren McCarty and the golden voice of Neal Ruhl, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., as they give their takes on all things Detroit sports. The number one midday show in Detroit is on. Welcome to Big D Energy.
Everybody, welcome back to another episode of Big D Energy, right here in the Woodward Sports Network. My name is Neal Ruhl. Joining us virtually, he's under the weather, I guess you could say, but he's still manning up. It is Stick in for DMAC. What's up, Stick?
Hey, how you doing, Neal Ruhl? Always a pleasure to get a run-in with you. I was supposed to be in studio today, but I figured instead of getting all of you sick, I'm going to do it from home. But I had like all this bourbon I was going to bring you because we're moving out of my house. And I have all these extra bottles of bourbon I was going to bring to you, Neal.
Yeah, just bring them, man.
Right.
We'll use them for sure. There is no doubt.
What a guy.
Well, yeah, I got to stop by the studio before I head back down south.
Yeah, absolutely you do. Stick, though, update the people. What do you got going on, man? We haven't seen you for a minute. What's popping?
As far as like what the hell's going on and where I've been at?
Yeah, we missed you.
I accepted a job in Grand Cayman in the British West Indies, running 4 radio stations and helping them with some TV stuff, and really just kind of moving the whole family down there. Had to sell my house here, had to sell the cars. Like, now we got to move out of this house. I'm getting everything cleared this week and come home for my baby girl's birthday. She turned 2 yesterday. Happy birthday, Joey.
Shout out,
Happy
Joey.
birthday.
And yeah, I was supposed to be in the studio with y'all, but, you know, like I said, I didn't want to get anybody sick, especially with, what I got.
Well, Stick, the people immediately asked DNC ENT, and if you want to join in, you can jump in the Woodward Sports chat. You want to skip the line, use the super chat. DNC ENT right away. Moving out, you quit the HOA. Can you give us an HOA update?
Yeah, HOA update, man. I had to send the dreaded text like, sorry, guys, I'm tapping out. Can no longer be a part of the HOA. And,
Damn.
you know,
You brought so much change.
We put in a new sidewalk in my time here, which was a big move. But, people have been upset about the lack of salt on the roads because we don't salt our roads here because I don't know why. But that's part of the rules is they don't want to mess up the cement and the pavement, so we don't salt, and that's been a big thing in Havenwood subdivision.
All right. Well, hey, we'll move on, I guess. It is sad for all of us. We did love the HOA updates, but it is good to be here with you. We got Spencer Raxter in the building. Spenmo.
Hello.
What's up, man?
Hello.
Buzzing about last night still?
Yeah, good win. Huge win. First time they beat the Avs in Colorado in like 10 years.
I couldn't believe that
Nice.
when I saw that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
What a crazy stat.
Shutout, too, which is huge. Kind of like a tone-setting game for them. You know, you got embarrassed at home. You were reeling a little bit. You had to go out there and get a dub, and they looked fantastic. So great win by the boys.
Absolutely. We're going to get into it. There is no question about that. KG, he has people again today.
I
He's
do.
in the Tom Mazaway honorary chair. What's up, KG?
No problem. I'm with my guy Jared. Shout out
Yeah.
intern Jared. And Stick, never forget, you fought a lot of things during your tenure. Gate. You fought fought conspiracy and controversy with the last guy that was in there. A hell of a turn by you, man. You should be applauded.
Yeah, we had to overthrow the whole government here, and we did it. The
Well, there were a lot of
Doge
fine
team
people on
came
both
in.
sides.
Yep.
No, there weren't. There
there
weren't.
weren't.
No, there weren't.
There was embezzlement going on. There was people using company resources to make sure their driveway was shoveled, and we didn't play that game. We came in and we did what was best for the people of Havenwood.
Are they going to put you on the currency, the Havenwood subdivision currency? Are you going to be on the $1 bill there?
You know, I pitched it. I just don't think I had a long enough tenure to do it. And, and honestly, I was just the secretary. So it's not like, I was a part of major change. I was just taking notes during the meetings. But at the end of the day, we did some things. And that's all that matters is that Havenwood is better than where I found it.
That's all we can do in life. Intern Jared in the booth today. Intern Jared, what's good, man? You all right?
What's up? Big leagues right now in here on my own.
Yeah.
Getting you ready, I guess.
Don't mess up.
For the next level. We're all counting on you. Absolutely. So
You already got a shoe in because your name is Jared. I know Stick thought it was Jared Goff in the booth. No, it is not, Stick. So
yeah, you guys had me excited. I was like, damn, we making hires.
Absolutely. No, but we do have a lot to get into. A lot of Red Wings stuff. Tigers TV news as well. Little sports business segment.
We know y'all broke, so what?
I'm gonna laugh at you guys a little bit because everybody's all fired up, and I don't understand why. Because guess what's not changing?
What you pay.
You're going to pay for the games. Like you're never not. I'll get into it. I have to ask a question. Maybe some people can help me understand. A little bit of breaking NBA news. Sham Charania reporting Jalen Durham will participate in the dunk contest. Stick.
The dunk contest. I thought we were just going, he's going to be at the All-Star game, but he's doing the dunk contest. Big men don't do well in the dunk contest. Like, big men just don't do well.
And that was kind of my point about it, too. Like, I know he'll be better than Allen Houston. I think he was the last person to be in it. Allen Houston, remember he bumped the ball off his head and caught it and dunked it and was like, okay, that's enough. I'll see y'all later. And hey, I know this. I know he'll be better than Brandon Inge was in the home run derby. I know that for a fact.
Hey, me and Inge hit the same amount of home runs in that derby.
Absolutely. If he makes one dunk, he's instantly better than Brandon Inge was. So so that will be Hurricane. I bought FanDuel for the whole year. Hurricane, you know what? When I subbed, it was about September. I literally went month to month because I was like, man, this thing's gonna crumble at any minute.
Something's gonna happen. Yeah.
It's gonna crumble at any minute, and ultimately,
you never pay for the year long.
It crumble. A lot of people want to stick. They want some. The ski mask boy stick broke the color barrier. Is that true?
It is true. It's now we have a diverse neighborhood because we sold our house, to diverse people.
Nice.
Yeah.
To diverse people. we have to guess who these people are, but
Spenny, how much time's left in this segment before I can bail and go to commercial?
We
got
got
6 minutes.
seven.
Yep,
you get it. It's the long route.
Oh no.
Just know KG is welcome out here anytime, and he will feel comfortable in these settings.
Thank you. That's all I want.
Now as opposed to before.
Yeah. Before they're like, what the fuck are you doing here?
They would have been like, who? What are those? Is that snakes coming out of his head?
Right. He got to be doing something over there.
Why is his hair so dirty?
You're right. Oh man.
It's such a great bit. It really is. Woodward Sports chat thread. Stick, how does your wife feel about moving to a new country?
She's pretty excited about it, honestly. Like, I took the job without her visiting, so she's coming down in 18 days with me to check everything out. So it'll be cool. But yeah, I mean, we're ready for a fun new adventure. I'm still going to be part of Woodward, still going to be operating it. I'm back 1 week a month. I'll be back to help with Woodward and help our growth. And we got some fun things coming in the next 28 days.
So there you have it. So that is the update on Stick. He is here virtually because he is under the weather, but still manning up. And
scurvy.
Yeah, scurvy. I was that or bubonic plague.
Right.
Yeah, it was one of the two.
All right.
I honestly can't believe that I don't even want to say what I have because I don't know if YouTube flags it now or whatever from back in the day, but
Ebola?
like I got the throwback 2020 disease.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll just say it like that. He's sending it way back. Not quite back to scurvy, but
he's
like
we shut down.
Absolutely.
The C word.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. We don't want to say that because I don't know what YouTube has that flagged anymore because they used to shut people down for talking about it.
Lots of business talk. Stick, did you give him the hometown discount? I'm guessing no, right? We don't do that. Yeah.
No. They had to give me the bag.
Okay. Now rumors are flying in the chat. Colonel Ludlow. Stick, I'm not asking. You don't have to answer this if you want. Stick got the clap. I'm guessing no.
No. That's nothing a shot of penicillin won't cure. I wish I had the clap.
It's the wrong C word, y'all. Come on.
Get this man some cranberry juice. All
That's
right.
for my urinary tract infection.
Right. For his UTI. All right, let's do this. Let's take the break because I want to get into the Red Wings. And
shout out Flow Guy, though. Flow Guy gets it. Yes, Dart owns the company that is, paying me.
there you have it. So the people are burning up the keyboards out there behind the scenes right now. But yeah, let's take the break. I want to get into the Red Wings game last night. Some Pistons trade stuff. We're just 48 hours away from the trade deadline.
Yes,
so
sir.
So that's getting warmed up as well. Let's talk about BlackRock.
Yeah. BlackRock, shout out to BlackRock, man. They got amazing deals right now, and don't y'all forget about Valentine's Day, because they have some great things going down on February 14th. Y'all see all the locations, but rock this Valentine's Day with the hottest steakhouse around. The only thing hotter than your date is the steak on the stone. Bring your loved one in for a night to remember this Valentine's Day. Call in to reserve your priority seating, and don't forget, mention Woodward Sports, and you get 20% off of your food bill. And this is real, I used it, so y'all want to get in there for that. It's not just a meal, it's an experience only at BlackRock.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Neal Ruhl here for Planet Fitness, the very best gym in the gym game. Over 50 Metro Detroit locations. And guys, guess what? Big news at Planet Fitness. All new members will receive their first month for free. This deal ends Friday, February 13th. So you have a very limited amount of time. In 2026, Planet Fitness is inviting everyone, whether experienced routine gym goers or beginners just starting their fitness journey. Almost 3,000 Planet Fitness clubs nationwide, with 50 plus in Metro Detroit alone, 20 plus in West Michigan, 7 in the Toledo area as well. And remember, all new members receive their first month free. The deal ends Friday, February 13th. We're all strong on this planet. It is Planet Fitness. Back at it, everybody. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neal Ruhl, Stick, KG in the building. Spencer went to the bathroom. Would the 2 to 4 show let him go to the bathroom?
Absolutely not.
Okay, absolutely.
I mean, we're 14 minutes into the show. Like, what? He couldn't have gone before the show?
No, hey, once you're here, you're here.
You're right.
And I told intern
2 hours.
Jared. Yeah, I told intern Jared that's not going to fly. So he's staying here. He's got to go to the bathroom too.
You hold that shit.
EX27 Evolution. Woodward Sports guys got me feeling lazy. I only have one job.
Yeah, it's like that old what was that In Living Color?
Yeah.
The Jamaican. You only have 2 jobs, man.
I'm a firefighter, postman, busboy, waiter. Yeah, that was a great. That was a great.
You only
bit.
have 4 jobs. You're lazy.
Yeah, absolutely. Red Wings last night, biggest win of the season. I think that's safe to say. And look. I get the Landeskog stuff for Colorado. It was a big win because Colorado fans were piping up on our socials, and I don't know what it is. Stick Woodward's kind of become the go-to place for visiting teams, fans, and they were out there in immediate time. Look, I understand the Landeskog thing. The Red Wings last night were never not the boss in that game. They were never not the boss. They held Colorado under 20 shots. They got the early goal. They made it hold up. So big, bad, punk-ass Nathan McKinnon and his boys couldn't even put a goal in yesterday. And the Red Wings bossed them. Look, both things can be true. They had not been on a good run of form. Then they beat the Avalanche ass last night. flat out, and I don't care what you say, what excuses you want to make, none of it stick. They were the better team. For 60 minutes yesterday, they were the better team.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see at this point in the season. And, you sometimes think with the Red Wings, the way they've been playing all season long, that was maybe just a game that they had circled on the calendar, maybe overlooking a couple games prior to it. Like, all right, we know what's coming. We know we got to go to Colorado. And, even though this new team isn't really a part of, like, the DMAC history of Colorado, they're well aware of the DMAC history of Colorado, and they wanted to go in there and put some belt to ass, and they did it. And to all the Colorado fans that keep coming to Woodward Sports, you're welcome. And we're sorry you don't have anything like this in Colorado because you don't really have true sports fans.
No, and to me, it was like, look, it was the timing of it. Fans were getting nervous. I had said before the stretch even began, I said my senses are popping up right now. This has the look of where it could be a bad run for the Red Wings. And dropping the points in those 2 home games leading into it and then getting punked by Colorado. But I'm telling you guys this. This is a statement win for the Red Wings. And for the Red Wings fans and everybody that thought the world was crumbling around them and things were falling apart, I think that if this doesn't show you, then you can't be shown.
Yeah.
Like for real, like bottom line.
Yeah.
If this doesn't show you, then you can't be shown. They needed a performance like this. They had to have a performance like this. And old John Gibson, man.
Yeah, he keep going.
How did John Gibson get here?
Trade.
He was traded here.
Yeah.
Odd. I was told Yzerman, quote, doesn't do trades.
That is true.
But here we are. And hey, Stick, John Gibson, man, and it was shaky for the first week. I was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, all of y'all was panicking.
Yeah, this isn't going to work. But Stick, he's been incredible. Like Spencer has here on the and like look, Spenny can be emotional. Spenny can be emotional and overcome in the moment. And he's got on the show sheet here. He's like John Gibson for Vezina with the question mark. And like, look, but I'll say this, Stick. It's closer to that than it's not to that. You know what I mean? Like he's closer to the Vezina than he is to, maybe what some people thought he was in that first week.
And listen, as you know, as I believe for every hockey thing, if you have a hot goalie, you can win it all. It doesn't really – I'm not going to say it doesn't matter the 5 in front of you, but it definitely changes the game when you got a hot goalie going on into later on in the season. And, yeah, it takes a while to find your legs with a new team and stuff like that, learn the momentum, learn the rhythms of it. So – I love it because if you're a Red Wings fan from the past, I mean, we've seen it. Win the President's Cup, then run into John Sebastian Jaguar, and all of a sudden your season's lost because you're playing a hot goalie with an inferior team in front of them, but the hot goalie is the equalizer of all things hockey. So as long as we got that in our pocket, I'm happy.
Woodward Sports Super Chat, by the way, Michael Weary has jumped in, says, if the Wings or Pistons make the finals, this city is going to explode. Spenny, that's odd. I was told people are out on the Red Wings.
Yeah,
crumbling.
That's what they said.
So we're back in.
I guess.
We're back.
Spenny, I've been waiting to get your take on it. And, look, I could tell nerves were running high because our little Hockey Elite text thread was deadly silent.
Yeah.
So I knew that people were locked in. But, Spenny, they were the boss last night. They bossed them.
Yeah, they were. It was really impressive to see them go out there and take care of business. Really, everybody on the ice was awesome. And John Gibson this year, he has the best save percentage on the road in the NHL. He is the best goalie when playing outside of his own barn in the NHL this year. He has been elite, and what you needed yesterday was the defense to step up. And obviously, Evanson being gone has really hurt them. But we saw Ben Sherratt, ASP, even Hamonic went out there and they played good
ASP was getting
games.
bodies out there.
ASP was getting bodies, and you love to see that. Mo Sider doing what he does game in and game out, being one of the best players on the ice at all times, playing 27 minutes, chasing down Nathan McKinnon and Eddie Option, and laying Nathan McKinnon's bitch ass out with the last couple minutes left in that one. So it was great to see the boys, a total team effort. And you really saw it in the neutral ice. They were really dominating the neutral ice, and they did not allow the Avalanche to get any really easy zone entries. And that is something that's really hard when you have guys like Cale Makar and Nate McKinnon out there. They do a very good job at entering the zone at will, and the Red Wings were making it really tough for them. So
no, and Spenny, I said this in our little text thread. It seemed like there were 6 Red Wings on the ice last night, like repeatedly.
Yeah.
Especially in that second period, it did. Where you said it, they didn't get any easy zone entries. And when they did, everything was taken away. Everything was pushed to the outside, other than a couple of power play opportunities. Do you remember a time where they were able to get a slot entry with a clean look, once?
Yeah.
Twice, tops? Like, Spenny, I didn't think they had that in the chamber. A performance like that, I didn't think they had that.
Yeah, no, it was dominating, and you dominated the best team in the NHL in their barn, which is awesome to see. And you did it with physicality. You did it with great defense. And shout out to Lucas Raymond and Dylan Larkin for really controlling the offensive zone for the Red Wings. Larkin was playing an amazing 200-foot game, and Lucas Raymond was in control of the puck at all times. So it was great to see the boys go out there and really dominate the best team in the NHL.
And, look, I know, and Stick, getting back to the Avalanche fans, because they brought this up on some of the social posts. Hello, Avs fans. Hello, because you're not getting this in Denver. I know that. But anyway, though, so Landeskog's been out for them for a while. And they've turned into a sub-500 team in regulation. They have. I mean, they're 5-6-2 since he's went out. Like, that is. But it tracks here because Edvinsson was out. Like, for real. Because what happened when Edvinsson
turned into a 500 team?
Turned into a 500 team. Below 500 team. Like, Stick, everything was equal. I'm not hearing the Avalanche fan shit right there. They went into their place and pushed them around.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what you have to do in a game like that, too. And, if all things are equal, and even if all things aren't equal, I don't care. And you know who else doesn't care? The hockey gods. Like, it doesn't matter if you're injured. It doesn't matter if you're down a player. What matters is you're performing on the ice when it's time to play in big games. And last night was a prime example of, the Red Wings, they look damn good. And, this is a statement game for them. And I'm with you, Neil. Like, I think this was the time, this was the place, and that was the game to do it. And as you guys know, hockey isn't really my top tier of all 4 sports, right? But I always told you, once the Wings start winning, I'll get more interested. And now I'm interested.
Woodward Sports Super Chat, Andrew Jobman. Red Wings fans dominated the Avs arena last night.
Yeah, they did.
Which they did. They were popping last night. It was like Lions games back in the day.
Yeah.
Dante 151 in the Super Chat. Can we all agree that Avalanche players can be a bunch of bitches? Going after Raymond for scoring that empty netter was a joke. Well, I forget which player it was that came back and broke his stick over the goal.
Yeah.
Who was it?
Niskanen
it was? Yeah, broke his stick over the goal, and the blade flew off, and it was in Raymond's general direction. So yeah, he's going to take exception to that for some strange reason. He's going to take exception to that. God, I wish they played each other again, man. Between that shit at the end of the game, between McKinnon doing that bitch shit at LCA, Spenny, look, I know you and I talked about it. We were hoping on it. We were praying on it, but we didn't get it. We wanted some retribution.
Right. Yeah.
But in the end, I would have preferred it this way, I guess.
Yeah, you got the win, and like I said, down in the end of the game with a couple minutes left, Mo Seider absolutely demolished Nate McKinnon at the blue line and put him on his ass, and that was good to see, too.
Yeah, 100%. Shout out Mo, man.
Shout out Mo.
Yeah.
He ain't forget.
No, I do. I love it. Woodward Sports, Super Chat as well, up here at the beginning. Michael Weary says, congrats, Dick, about the move. Lots of talk about Grand Cayman Brewing. Yes, can confirm. You can't go wrong with any of their selections.
Yes, I saw someone recommend the Mango Tango. That was I'm not a beer guy, but honestly, living on the islands, I've become more of a beer guy because whiskey is just a little too warm for sitting on the beach.
Well, it's not if you try. If you're committed to the process, you can still do it.
But it's always been the way. Whenever I go to the Caribbean, even when I traveled there on vacation, it was on switch over to rum and, a lager. Those are the 2 things to me that go with the beach.
That is actually correct, too. Phil C., 1-0 is hardly pushing them around. Last goal was a gimme. Phil.
Watch the game, Phil.
They had under 20 shots in their building.
Yeah. Watch the game, Phil.
The big bad Colorado Avalanche. Under 20 shots. They dominated them, Phil.
Yeah.
And when a team doesn't score a goal, when they don't score one goal,
At
that's
home?
kind of dominating them. Yeah.
Here's a stat, Phil C. They hadn't been shut out yet this year. They had 3 losses, like, in December.
Yeah.
Like, what? Come on, man.
Phil.
Phil. They haven't been pushed around like that, period, this year at all. It had never happened to them. And yes, Phil, they were pushed around. See, I knew that people were going to do this, right? If you want to get on them, because those games against the Kings and the Capitals and the Avalanche at LCA were bullshit. Mm-hmm. Bottom line, bullshit games. They would tell you that. I think if you talk to Dylan Larkin and said, hey, if you were sitting there having a drink with Dylan Larkin, hey, man, real talk, what'd you think about that show? You'd be like, it was bullshit. Mm-hmm. But let me tell you on the other side of that, and if you want to be like that, that's fine because it's true. But you know what else is true? They showed you a look at this team that you haven't seen in a decade. Straight up.
Well, and let's be honest. If the Red Wings went out there and laid a goose egg, we'd say they got dominated. So, I mean, it's a fair commentary when you're shut out.
Look, Achilles Ninja in there says, Wings won, but we played prevent, and it isn't a dominating performance. We got bounces, luck, and Gibby. That's just not fucking true. Like, go watch the game.
Watch the game.
They were physically dominating the Avalanche the whole time. The hits, the block shots, the neutral zone possession, entering the zone, forcing them to work as hard as they possibly can to
forcing
enter
them
your
wide
zone.
every time.
Yeah, no, you go watch the game again. If you don't think the Red Wings dominated that game in all facets, go watch the game again.
And where I can't help you is I haven't seen it before.
Yeah.
Spenny. I'm not overreacting to this, man. Watch the game.
Yeah, and we got lucky bounces. No, you didn't. Lucas Raymond put an absolute beauty of a platter between Cale Makar's legs for Marco Kasper to tip in. He had another amazing setup, and Andrew Kopp blew a wide-open net. They didn't have the call or the bounce or the luck on an obvious James Van Riemsdyk penalty shot. Like, that's just objectively false. Like, you can make shit up or you can watch hockey.
Sideless in the super chat. When we get there, when was the last time we had must-see Red Wings leading into must-see with the Pistons and Cade taking on the big man? No, it's been a minute.
Yep.
And, like, look.
February in the D.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I know it's going to sound like it's propaganda or overselling it, but, guys, I'm telling you, I can't get past the fact that I saw something with this hockey team that I hadn't seen in years.
They were smothering.
Yes.
Without Simon Edvinsson.
Yes. Like, I don't know what happened, and I didn't get a chance to watch any of the postgame because I went to bed after it was over, so I don't know what was said. But I would be curious to know. I'm actually, and I never do this, right? I'm going to go back and watch some of the postgame stuff later on this afternoon.
You think they played pissed, essentially? Or they had some on their mind?
Yeah. It had what else? What else was the explanation?
Yeah.
Like, did Todd McClellan say, I don't know, I have nothing else to say to you guys? You know what I mean? This is on you. This isn't, there's nothing I can do schematically or personnel. It's up to you, dude. Mm-hmm. Like, it did. Like, it looked like, I don't even know how to describe it, man.
Yeah.
Spenny, like, am I overselling this, dude?
No, you're not. And Red Wings fans that are underselling this in the chat are being just sorry. Like, get over yourself. They just dominated and shut out the best team in the NHL in their arena. Like, what are you complaining? You're just being bitches, dude.
They didn't do it big enough.
Yeah.
But maybe
They wanted more goals.
That,
Yeah, they wanted more
right.
goals.
Maybe after that goalie fight that we all saw on social media, they replayed the Vernon and Waugh going at it for the Red Wings. We're like, hey, guys, this is our history with these assholes. Let's go take it to them. And maybe D-Mac sent him a special message in the locker room.
Woodward Sports chat thread, the away fan. We held the Avs to 4 shots in the second period. That's my point. Choke them out.
Yes.
When they got zone entries, they said, no, you're going to the corner. Mm-hmm. You're not going to the middle. You're not getting to the slot. Oh, you're trying to again? No, you belong over here. Like that, they imposed their will on them, guy. If you didn't watch it, like if you're in here and you didn't watch the game, I'm telling you, go back and watch that game. Go back and watch it. I mean, it was unbelievable, man. Woodward Sports chat thread. Steve O'Baby, Neal, I watched the game, and you know what I saw: the Avalanche getting their ass kicked. I don't understand how you could watch that and not come to any other conclusion.
They're just miserable. It's just derangement syndrome.
No,
they didn't score a goal, not one.
Let's talk about Jack's Car Wash, everybody. Jack's Car Wash. I'm looking at one right outside the window right here. Hey, it snows every single day here. Every day of our lives for the rest of our lives, it's going to snow here. It's never going to change. So you know what? You need to get that car washed quite a bit. If you're somebody that gets your car washed, say, twice a month, go to jackscarwash.com. Take a look at their subscription packages. For roughly the cost of about 2 car washes per month, you can have an unlimited car wash subscription. There you go. Pull into any one of the 40-plus locations all around the state. Free vacuums, free compressed air, free mat cleaning rooms, the hand towel drying service. It's all there for you. Haven't experienced Jack's Car Wash yet? Take out your phone. Text WSN to 888-522-1729. Poof, you'll get a free Jack's Car Wash right there on your phone. jackscarwash.com.
It's game on at Art and Jake's. Wings, burgers, pizza, and ice-cold drinks served up with attention to detail. Wall-to-wall TVs, great service, and a vibe that keeps your crew coming back. Art and Jake's, a sports bar setting with a fine dining flavor.
Like a frostbite straight from the divine. Cold rush on my skin feels so fine. Muscle freeze, the ache. No side effects, no mistake. Chill Sub-Zero. Icy and true. Feel the chill. It's all for you. It's not magic, just science play. Chill Sub-Zero.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts Woodward Sports.
Neal Ruhl here for Art and Jake's, the very best sports bar in the sports bar game. And look, there's 6 Art and Jake's locations all around the Metro Detroit area. Go to Art and Jake's, scan the QR code on the screen, find the one that's closest to you, whether you want to watch UFC, the Super Bowl, NBA, NHL every night. It's all there for you. Incredible high-definition 4K TVs as far as the eye can see, and an elite stacked menu. It's not just, hey, what sauce do you want on your wings? It's much more than that, everybody. Tuna, shrimp tacos. They have the smash burgers and the chicken wings and all that other stuff, too. Your barroom favorites. But they also have the elevated menu going if you want a night out for dinner. Art and Jake's, a sports bar setting of fine dining flavor. All right, keeping it pushing. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl. Stick in for DMAC, all of you in the Woodward Sports chat thread. KG, Spencer Raxter, intern Jared here as well. Phil C in the chat. Neal, get over yourself. I watched the game. I coached hockey. You guys are amateurs. Phil, come in here. We'll break the tape with you, Phil.
Okay, Phil.
Phil, for real. Come to the studio, man. I will take 2 hours out of my day, and we can sit here and watch the game. And you can educate me, Coach. Because Coach Phil,
right. Coach,
yeah,
Coach Phil, Coach.
Come on, Phil.
Yeah.
Hey, you mentioned the Super Bowl during the Art and Jake's read. I'm really excited to watch Stafford this Sunday.
He won't be there, Stick.
Oh, well, what happened? I heard he was the greatest quarterback ever put on a jersey. I thought he was unbeatable and an MVP candidate. What happened?
Apparently, you were
Was I
lied
lied
to.
to?
Yeah, you were lied to.
Oh, I was lied to.
Even though he's
okay,
probably your MVP.
You were. You were lied
So like
to.
fourth and goal from the 4 when you chuck the ball into the ground at your wide receiver's feet. That's not good.
No, it's not.
No. Okay. All right. I learn something new every day. Maybe Coach can tell me more.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Achilles Ninja. Not to mention that an empty net that Buddy shot right at the goalie when he had an empty net. Wings got outchanced and outplayed. These guys are casuals. Oh, that's odd. With their 19 shots they had on goal. You understand for it to like be a shot on goal, like you have to like hit the goal, right? Like the goalie has to make a save.
Is that how it works?
I just can't understand being that negative, being that pussy. You just saw your team go into Colorado and beat the fuck out of the best team in the NHL without one of their best players. And you're going to come in here and just be negative and be sorry. Why? Why? Because sorry you hate your life. But I enjoy it, and I enjoy watching the Red Wings dominate teams like that. If you don't, okay, sorry. Go be a fan of somebody else. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Just being negative to be negative. Mama didn't give him enough attention when he was little, I guess.
Coach.
Achilles Ninja dominated LMAO. What are you on here? This Wings team is a pretender. You guys can't see it. It's obvious. Wings had no shots in the third until like the last 2 minutes. Oh, Achilles. So you would say that they went into almost like a preventative shell type defense, the hockey version of it, and locked them the fuck up in it, right? Right? Like they sold out to hold on to the 1-goal lead, and guess what they did? Held on to the 1-goal lead. Like that, like Achilles. Quote, this Achilles, this fat fuck calling anyone a bitch is comical. Okay, Achilles. I'll break the tape with you too, bro. Come on in. Get you and Coach Phil, and we can sit here in the room and break it down.
That would be actually great Woodward content. We could have them come in and break it down on the telestrator that we don't use. We could do that.
Coach Phil breaks it down.
It's just I just can't fathom being this miserable all the time. Like, how much of a loser do you have to be to see that game last night, to see the Red Wings do that, to bounce back on the road, get a huge win, and just be like, it wasn't good enough. They didn't do it how I wanted them to do it. That's just the most loser shit I've ever heard.
So, like, my question would be, so then what would be the performance where you would say, wow.
They wanted to beat the Avalanche
2-0.
6-0 on their ice.
Right.
A team that hasn't been shut out this year. Like, how did you think it was going to look if they won? Were they going to win 7-1? Like, how did you think it was going to look? This is a wild place. Kalamazoo.
He's calling them pretenders. He's saying they're not good. He was in the chat last night after the game saying, Dylan Larkin sucks. Like, dude, just get over yourself, man.
What I don't get...
it doesn't make sense to me. How much bad hockey have we watched over the past 10 fucking years? And you're going to see that game?
That's why we'll know good hockey when we see it, because we don't see it that often.
Dude. It's
not
crazy.
Woodward Sports Super Chat, Kalamazoo. Haven't been able to watch the show live, but I was told the Big Ten was a very fine local conference and a cute story. Clown, the heavyweight are my boys. You talk about basketball, or what are we talking about?
Yeah, I think basketball.
Yeah, that's what we talked about yesterday.
Trey McKinney, baby.
Shout out.
He's a real deal, man.
Yeah.
He's solid. He's solid.
No, he's a pro. He's probably the best pro prospect on that roster.
You think? And coming off as the 7th man, essentially, right now, too?
Yep.
Wow.
Wait,
I love it. I mean,
he's the most skilled, I'll say.
Well, Michigan fans
prospect.
better get used to him because he'll be dipping after next year.
Oh yeah, probably. But that's cool. Let's chase it.
Yeah.
One more.
Unless they can make it worth his while to stay.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's one of those cats that I think he will stay for the duration and will see it through. That's because he had a chance to leave St. Mary's and go to IMG just like Darius Acuff did, and he stayed home. So I don't know. I know the professional level is everybody's aspirations, but I think he's the type of dude that enjoys the college atmosphere. I mean, come on, hitting that big 3-pointer and turning around and letting the Izzo zone know about it, you can't get that in the pros unless it's playoffs, really. So I think he's the type of cat that may stick around longer than most people think.
I don't know, man. He's got the body.
Yeah.
He's got the body as an 18-year-old. I've only seen a couple of dudes like that.
He's skilled too.
Yeah.
What's crazy is he hasn't really grown since he was 14. When he came in as a freshman at St. Mary's, he was 6'4". He's now 6'4", 6'5". So if he can hit that extra growth spurt to get 2 more inches on him, he's going to be a major problem because he has every trick in the bag.
Yeah.
Detroit Gunny just jumping in to say what up, though. What up, Gunny? How are you, man? Colonel Ludlow, Neal, did you guys touch on the MHSAA allowing name, image, and likeness money now? I have not. I have not touched on that. I mean, what is there to say, right?
It was only a matter of time.
Yeah, who are you to dictate what a person can and can't do?
Yeah.
Nothing goes wrong with paying 14-year-olds money. I've never heard of any problem giving 14-year-old money.
Yeah, there's going to be tons of example of it ending badly. Like,
yes,
You're right.
There is. Like, that's the way it's going to work. But at the same time, man, if someone's willing to give you money,
You got to start scouting agents in middle school now. It's fucking insane.
it's crazy. I know. I'm gonna get one of my experts on to talk about that. As a matter of fact, so. My boy Cam Evans. We haven't talked to him in a minute. Remember Cam, Spenny?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to get Cam back on here. He's representing a lot of women's college basketball players, by the way.
Okay.
So yeah, he's got a lot of insight. I'm efforting a time to lock him in. Blow me 6969
Hell of
in
a
the
name.
super chat.
Hell of a name.
Who are your final four picks as of now? I gotta see the brackets to see where everybody is.
Yeah, it's too early still.
So I know. If Michigan can avoid the stretch of 11 minutes with 11 turnovers, Michigan's there, no doubt. Hey, by the way, Stick, yesterday when I talked about Michigan, like Michigan's best against anybody else's best is Michigan's going to win that game. Arizona fans were none too happy about that, by the way.
Of course not.
Well, they don't want to hear the truth. Who does? Nobody wants to. But I saw that clip, and I think you're dead spot on with it. I mean, Michigan rolls, 7, 8 deep, and it's not just the fact that they're rolling that deep. It's the fact that they're rolling deep at every single position. They can roll deep at the big man spot. They can roll deep at the guard spot. And then me and you were shooting texts back and forth with specifically Trey. Like, he's your plug all, right? You need a point guard. He can handle the rock. You need somebody that can play shooting guard. He can do that. He's a solid 3, so – they have all the pieces to combine to beat anybody. And Dusty May's smart enough to use those pieces when he needs to.
Yeah, and they are 8 deep.
Yeah.
And, like, the Arizona fans were like, Michigan's not deep enough. I'm like, y'all run 7.
Yeah, like, are you serious?
Right. You're doing the same thing.
Yeah, with one less guy.
And we're going to outsize most
and not
teams,
bigs.
so.
And they don't have the bigs.
Mike G, I should have told my kid to play high school hockey. He could have gotten name, image, and likeness. Damn, man. I should do that with my son, like a middle of the road varsity player. We should do that with Woodward or something like that. Give him $25 a month.
$25.
And then we can put out a press release.
Yeah, right.
We should do that.
Signing an athlete?
Yeah. Every time he
No, what we
scores, he has
should
to
do
pull
is
his
sign the
jersey up
Water
and have a
Boys.
Woodward sports shirt on underneath it.
Yep, there you go.
For the 3 goals a year he scores.
Right.
Should we
3
do it,
goals a
Stick?
year.
Let's do it, man.
I'm down.
Yeah. $25 a month. It would be funny, man.
Hey, that's a big deal, man.
We'll supply socks.
Yeah, socks and Woodward T-shirts, yeah, and $25.
There you go.
Detroit Dabber, Neal, you may have covered hockey for years, but have you never made a bunch of 11-year-olds skate? No, I haven't. So I guess Phil has an advantage on me on that. All right.
Yeah, we got Gordon Bombay's coach in the chat right now telling us all about how the Hawks are elite.
No, absolutely. Okay, there's a couple of – I want to do the Tigers TV thing, and I do a lot for you guys, all right? I ask this every now and then, a segment for me. James Harden, is he a fit? Which one do you want to do when we come?
Oh,
We're doing
man.
James. I don't care what you
we
guys
gotta
say.
do
We're
Harden.
doing James Harden, is he a fit, Stick, when we come back.
Don't
Doing
make
it for
me do this. Don't
Tell them
make
about
me do
Gold
this.
Crown.
Speak the gospel.
Stick, tell us about Gold Crown.
Oh, they got good stuff.
Yep.
Gold Crown. They're in over 300 dispensaries around the great state of Michigan, as our boy Mason would say. If you want gummies, they got it. You want those jesters. And if you don't know what those are, they got live resin-infused pre-rolls. You hit one of those, you can watch the Red Wings shut someone out and actually realize they played well. Concentrates, too, you can do that. Gold Crown. All over Michigan. Just walk in any dispensary and ask for them by name.
When you have everything you need to get stronger, just around the corner, you can give everything you've got.
Just 30 more seconds.
With over 2,800 locations, there's always a Planet Fitness near you. Join the club today and get your first month free. Just $1 down, $15 a month. No commitment. Deal ends Friday, February 13th.
See what you got.
Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
It's big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shaq Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
What about Lady Jane's, Stick?
Oh, Lady Jane's. They got good stuff, and they're wicked awesome. You can go on in, you can get your hair cut, you get that scalp massage, that shoulder rub, get your beard trimmed up if you got a beard like me. Yeah, and you know what? They'll even dye your stuff. If you're getting gray and you want to dye your beard, like Just for Maz did a long time ago, you can do that too at Lady Jane's. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
All right, back
remember
at
Just for Maz?
Just for Maz.
Yep, Just for Maz kid.
Just for Maz.
Evil Maz.
That was one of the best laughs I've ever had in my entire life.
Yeah.
Back at it here, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neal Ruhl stick in for DMAC KG, Spencer Raxter, intern Jared in the booth as well. And look, this is for me, all right? And you guys know, I've said this before. James Harden is one of those guys that I've always liked, okay? Is he a good playoff player? No. Has he won a championship?
No.
No.
It's fun to watch him score the ball.
Absolutely.
He is one of the greatest scorers in the history of this game. Anybody?
Also one of the worst defenders in this game. But
Spenny, that is not true.
That is not
That
true.
is not true. That's a narrative that's put. Go look at the analytics. He's an average defender.
Okay.
They grade him out analytically average. But the moral of the story is this: one of the greatest scorers in the history of basketball. And if you say no, then you're hating. So, like, with all that being said, it came out last night. The Clippers are looking to move him. Shams Charania sent it out at like 11:30. Whenever you get a Shams alert at 11:45, you know shit's going to be good.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And Stick, I will say this. James Harden for this team
Perfect fit.
would be a fit. Am I wrong?
He's a perfect fit.
Am I wrong?
You are wrong. You are dead wrong.
Perfect fit. Besides the defense,
You are
he's a
dead
perfect
wrong.
fit.
Yeah, what do you mean besides for the defense? What is J.B. Bickerstaff famous for?
Well, you can hide him. That's the beauty of it.
Oh, yes. Go out
Hey.
there with 80% of a defensive team. Yeah, we'll see how that works.
Hey, man, like, what's the knock on Ivy?
Uh-oh, you don't want to get into that battle with
No.
this man on the screen.
No, you know what I'm saying? But, hey,
Don't do that, Neal.
Spenny.
You're right.
No,
Spen-
you
Spenny,
are right.
You moderate, okay?
Yep.
You are right, but Stick don't want to hear that. So
I'm just saying he would be a fit. He would
absolutely be a fit.
he would be a perfect fit for what this team needs.
secondary
right now.
ball handler can score
Can
at will.
score.
At will.
An assist champion like
Yep.
3 years ago in the league, but all he does is a ball hog and shoot shots. That's odd. He was an assist champion. in
I
this
know,
league.
right?
Stick, stop fighting it.
Yeah.
Admit it would be a good fit.
Yeah, it was a great fit in OKC. It was a great fit in New Jersey. It was a great fit in Houston. It was a great fit in LA. And all those teams won absolutely nothing. So, yeah, hell yeah, great fit. Let's sign them up.
Hey, talk some sense into this guy. Spenny, I'm not calling for it. I'm saying, though, it would fit.
Yeah, I mean, if you got James Harden, you'd for sure go to the finals. And I'm not saying to do it. I think there are other pieces that you can add, and I'm not saying they're going to do it, but the fit is definitely there. And what James Harden could do on ball and off ball to free up other guys around him while hitting shots at an extremely high level is not something that you just find every day. Like, the guy is one of the best offensive weapons in the history of the NBA, and he's still got it. It's not like he's super washed. Like, he's still got it. I like the type of player. I don't know if James Harden is the specific one that you want, but you do need that secondary ball handler and a guy that could take some of the load off of Cade Cunningham when you get into the playoffs, because things settle down. It gets into a lot of half-court sets in the playoffs, and having a guy like that would definitely help.
All right, Stick. contractually. He's got a $42 million player option for next year. Now, if he does get traded, there's a 15% trade kicker, so that number will go up to about 46-ish million. Stick, come on. Get on board.
Listen, we want ethical hoopers. And, one of the biggest knocks on Jalen Brunson last year is how unethical, flopping, jumping into defenders. And, I was getting into arguments with Knick fans about ethical hoopers, and that's why we love Cade so much, because he's an ethical hooper. Listen, it's tough to turn down the talent of James Harden. I like James Harden on other teams. I just don't want him on our team at this time. I don't know. It's a tough sell, man. Like the Pistons are first right now. They're doing well.
Okay,
you don't need to. You don't need to bring
he
that
damn sure
guy
don't make
in.
He damn sure don't make your team worse though.
All right, here's the deal too, because the early returns are he's going to go to the Cavs.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
No.
I'm telling you
Now
that
there
right
I'll get
now.
with you. Now there I'll get with you to prevent your opponent from getting a weapon. Okay, we can, now we're talking. But as far as we need this guy, I don't think you need him. I think it's a luxury piece, and at best, it's a recipe for disaster. It's messing with the team chemistry. It's bringing in almost like a diva-like mentality on a team that's just full of hustlers and hard workers. So I don't know. I just history has proven to me that where James Harden goes, championships don't follow.
Yes. Now, Neal, what do you think a deal like that would take for James Harden?
That's the conversation, right? Yeah. DNC ENT kind of brings it up well too. If the Cavs get Harden in a 1-for-1 swap with Garland, and that's kind of the move, right?
Yeah.
So I am telling you this: I don't want him in Cleveland. I want no part of him being in Cleveland with Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley, like that. And they've been putting it together. What I tell you guys like a month ago, the one that I don't want to see.
Yeah.
Cleveland,
yeah.
And they're getting it together. What are they, like 29-20 now?
Yeah.
Here they come.
They're talking about Giannis and James Harden.
Yeah. Which would be nuts if they can pull that off.
So I'm just saying.
And I knew this was going to happen. I see it in the chat right now. Wasn't Sheed a cancer? Listen, Rasheed Wallace and James Harden aren't even in the same stratosphere. Sheed was with one team before he got here. Sheed was a problem because he was dealing with Tim Donaghy in the tunnel after games because that motherfucker was shaving points. He was fixing games. Sheed was given that type of moniker because he was the only one addressing what the officials were doing back in the day. And once all that came out, she should have been admonished from every bad thing that was ever said about him because it was like, oh, this guy, he's talking to officials after the game. He's tracking them down. Yeah, he is because they're stealing money out of this man's pocket. Don't bring Sheed and Harden in the same. Harden's been a career traveler, and I'm not talking about on the basketball court. I'm talking about for all the teams that he's played for. Sheed was a different animal, and guess what? Sheed was a premier defender, change the game type defender, vocal defender. Him and Ben Wallace were arguably the two best big men in the league at that time, sharing those positions. So I don't know, getting a washed James Harden, and not completely washed, but, semi-washed James
Assist
Harden.
champion 2 years ago.
He's
Look, Stick, you cannot like the guy, but damn it, don't disrespect the guy, all right? That's all I'm asking for. Not everybody is an all-time great, Stick. Not everybody can be, a six-time champion and everything like that. James Harden's
But he's not even a one-time champion.
Right, he's not. You're right. He's not. Nor is Charles Barkley. Like we've seen this before. Like it happens to guys. It does, man. They're still great players. He's still one of the best scorers of all time in the game of basketball.
Facts.
And that's fair, and that's great.
Couldn't stop him.
But J.B. Bickerstaff has built this team on dogs, not on dudes that just like to hang out at the three-point line and can hardly defend.
DNC ENT. Harden can't leave the Clippers. Not now. Please no. And this is a great pull by DNC ENT, and this is why I vibe with him. He's gotten OKC's pick out of the top 3 and all the way up to like number 13 because the Clippers are winning games now. Mm-hmm. He says he is the league's last hope. OKC controls the Clippers pick this year.
Yeah.
So if it's in the top 3, OKC will have another
It's
Another
insane, bro. That's insane.
Yeah, that was now. Look, if you want to slander Paul George, speaking of the OKC trade, if you want to slander Paul George, go ahead, fire away. You know, I'm not gonna stop you on that.
Playoff P, baby.
25 games for the juice.
PG 13%.
You're right.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to entertain myself for a minute there. Yeah. It is nice though that we can have these discussions, man.
Yeah.
I do enjoy this.
And I don't think Harden would opt to come here. Let's be real about it. Or even if he came, you ain't got to worry about that player option. You definitely wouldn't take that here. So.
Yeah. So
do we have the cap space for him, Neal? Can we absorb that cap space?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's take the break. Rest in Peace Tuesday, brought to you by Art and Jakes.
Why not?
You guys want to run it? It's a Tuesday staple. Dante 151, Bobby Clinton and Jaden Ivey in 2 first rounds for James Harden. Would the Clippers say no? Dante, I don't know that they would, because they're another team that is they are dead set on getting draft capital. They don't control their picks. Yeah. OKC gets them all. There's not another way for them to get picks other than this.
What's the hard line on first round picks for Harden that you would do?
I would do 2.
You do 2? No more than 2?
No, probably not more than 2.
All right. Just making sure.
Sideless in the super chat. Who cares about ethics? This ain't philosophy class. We're trying to win a chip. Thank you, Sideless. Chris Garr.
Oh, come on. I'm not talking about the philosophical ethics. It's called ethical hooping, and there's a big difference. We all know what it is.
I don't give a shit about ethical hooping.
At all.
By the way, have you heard the reports about Dusty May and the tampering and all that stuff?
Yeah. The Michigan way.
Hey,
I love it.
100%.
I'm all in, baby.
100%.
Just win, baby.
Leaders and bets,
yeah,
baby.
Like,
let's get
100%, man. Take that ethical stuff, man, and get rid of it. Chris Agar, let's effing go Red Wings. They dominated, unless you don't know puck. That's fair. Tell about Loom.
Oh, Loom, they got good stuff. You can stop by Loom anytime. It's amazing. They got locations all over Metro Detroit, and they're expanding daily. You want 40% off when you spend up to $80? You can do that now with promo code TAXBREAK80. You got to love that. Plus, new customers will get a free zip. I mean, what's better than that? Walk in, walk out with a free zip. So go to Loom. They got them all over you. You can look them up online or just head to the nearest store on Google them.
Ever wonder what goes on inside the game?
Deep ball's got a man and got him. Touchdown, Braylon Edwards.
Join Braylon Edwards and Shep.
Edwards has it. 10-5, touchdown.
On the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep.
Ball looks in zone. Got Edwards for the touchdown.
Where they dive deep into the heart of sports. Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m., they're bringing you expert analysis, exclusive interviews, and a fresh perspective on the sports you love. Don't miss it, only on the Woodward Sports Network.
Find your sun with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Cold, refreshing, and made for moments like these all year long. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Attention sports fans, don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. Join him every Tuesday on Big D Energy and the Thursdays on the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep. Visit him at Michigan Sports and Spine Center or check him out at MRI of Southfield. Give him a call, 248-426-9944. It's Dr. Jeff S. Pierce.
All right, second hour, back at it. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, stick in for D-Mac, under the weather, I guess we can say right now. So he's joining us virtually. We have KG, Spencer Raxter, intern Jared here in the house. He's mixing and scratching. All of you, as we said in the Woodward Sports Chat, if you want to skip the line, use the Super Chat. I'm probably the most chat-inclusive host in the city, in any network, any genre. So if you have something constructive to say or something stupid, we'll read them. Clippers, by the way, have won 7 of their last 10. They are in the number 9 spot in the West, so they're firmly inside the playoff line.
They trying to come back.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. James Harden, man. Bring him home.
I'm all for
He's
it.
a fit. I
I'm
don't care
all
what
for
you
it.
guys say. He fits. I don't care what Stick says. Stick's an idiot. He fits.
You preaching the gospel, Neal.
All right. Maybe we can get Stick converted on that. Harden this year.
Listen, you sold me on keeping him out of Cleveland. Like, if that's the play, I'm in. But as far as adding to this team, I don't know.
How about this? Harden this year, 25, 5, and 8 over a steal a game.
Oh, but he's washed, though. I was told he was washed.
Yeah, on a 9th place team. Congrats. Ricky
That's won 7 of their last 10.
He doing his part.
Ricky Davis put up triple doubles all the time when he played for Cleveland. Does that make him great?
Well, yeah, because he's the first person ever to take a shot at his own basket and then get the rebound to get a triple-double.
Yep.
If you guys have never seen that, look it up on YouTube.
It's so funny.
It's one of the greatest.
Clip. Yeah, it is absolutely a great clip. Doing it with Kawhi 70% of the time and John Collins, and he got 6 games out of Bradley Beal.
Yeah.
So
they not even using John Collins right over there, but
yeah. So there you go. Okay, you guys ready to put some people in the coffin?
Yes.
It is time for Rest in Peace, brought to you by Art and Jake. Spencer Raxter, please, the stage is yours.
All right, I'm going to rest in peace the NFL Hall of Fame and its voters.
You took mine.
It's just so stupid. First of all, not having Bill Belichick as a first ballot Hall of Famer is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. If that happens, then no coach should be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Because if you have one go in, does he have a better resume than Bill Belichick?
Clearly.
No, he doesn't. I'll tell you, I don't care who it is. No, he doesn't. And I know the whole thing was like, they were trying to put it out there. Oh, they didn't want Robert Kraft and Bill Belichick going in at the same time. Well, Robert Kraft didn't make it either. So that's not what it is. And you're talking about the Spygate and the Deflategate and things like that. So you're going to keep Tom Brady out of the Hall of Fame? Because he was there for those same things.
You know, Spenny, and that's been my thing. You know they don't have the balls.
No, they don't have the balls to do it.
They like Brady.
And it's just, I'm so sick of these journalists and their butthurt attitudes for guys like this. Whether it's Pete Rose, whether it's Barry Bonds, whether it's Bill Belichick, whether it's Lou Whitaker, like whoever, Ozzy. When you just have these personal vendettas against guys to keep them out of Hall of Fame, your votes, your institution, and whatever it is means nothing. Good day, sir. It's a joke.
And to follow that up, Spenny, if you're so holier than thou, let's check your track record.
Yeah.
You ever take free tickets from a team to take your kids to the game? You ever do that? I know. Well, this is the hill we're gonna die at because we're the gatekeepers.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Like you never took a free meal from anybody. You never flew on a team plane or anything like that. You know you did at some point. So just stop being full of shit. Stop it. Stop it. That's a good one, Stick.
That's a good one.
They got good stuff.
No, they
All
do.
right.
They got good stuff.
Yeah, Spinny took mine, but that was eloquent. It was the way you put that. So
Thank you.
Yeah. So,
How much Tom Brady had to overcome.
Well,
I mean,
anything else?
imagine the career Tom Brady would have had.
Well, yeah, if he had a Hall of Fame coach, right?
right.
If only. If only.
If only Tom Brady had a Hall of Fame coach, imagine the heights
But
he could have
they
made
gonna
it to.
put Bill, Robert Kraft, and Eli in the same draft Hall of Fame class next year. That's gonna be great. So it's gonna be great.
KG, you got anything else you're burning on? Man?
Yeah, I'll just do this one. Rest in peace to Super Bowl excitement.
It's dead in here.
It seems to be out and gone. Like, I don't mind parody, so I really don't mind this Super Bowl matchup. Like I told you, I'm very interested in the Sam Darnold storyline, but outside of that, it seemed like nobody really cared about the Super Bowl. I've heard more about Super Bowl squares this week than I have the actual game, and that's sad. That's sad. Where's our excitement gone for the Super Bowl?
Stick, I haven't talked to you about this, man. You got any juice for the Super Bowl at all? You excited at all, Stick? Do you care?
No.
Okay.
No. I mean,
they got good stuff.
They got good stuff. I mean, we're gonna have good commercials, so there's that.
Not
but
even.
It's kind of been like this the past couple years, though. I mean, last year, me and Adam Morency did a hell of a broadcast for the Super Bowl. and nobody really cared. Like, nobody's showing up to
Shout out
bars
Adam,
like
man.
Super Bowl parties like they used to. I mean, it was, yeah, I don't know. Who do you want to win this Super Bowl? That's the question. Like, do you want Sam Darnold to win a Super Bowl? Hell no.
At this point,
Drake May, like, I'd take Drake May over Sam Darnold just because it's like, all right, I want Darnold to win one before, us. Like,
hey, Stick, you mind your mouth. That man's grandfather is Dick Hammer. You mind your mouth.
Okay, well, I'm a fan.
Shout out to Dick Hammer.
Shout out, Dick Hammer.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Intern Jarrett.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
You on the spot.
Oh, yeah, I am. All right.
You got anybody you want to put in the sports coffin?
Well, after this weekend, I wouldn't mind throwing Tom Izzo in there.
Oh!
Oh,
Get
that's a little
him!
aggressive.
You got to
but
hit
all
the
right.
bell for yourself. Hit the bell.
Now, explain your stance.
I mean, you can't perform like that and then at all start to blame the refs. The refs shouldn't even have come into play.
That's a fair point.
Very fair.
It was just completely out of line, honestly. His team didn't perform, and usually he's good for that. Usually he's good at just taking the blame.
I don't think your mic's on. People aren't getting in the
Oh,
chat.
no.
Oh, I thought I could hear him.
I can hear him too,
Yeah,
but
that's weird.
Yeah, the levels weren't there.
All right.
People in the
Yep,
chat-
Channel 20.
Yeah, the chat is saying.
The chat's not getting you. All right, Intern Jared. That's why we do these exercises
You're
right
right.
now.
Yep, he's learning.
But he said Tom Izzo for the reasons that we talked about already.
Yeah, it's on?
Yeah, it's
Oh, I don't know what the chat talking about. Maybe just talk closer into the mic.
Even my levels are up. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll work through that one. But there you go. No, just for what we talked about, and like the hook and hold thing that everybody got worked up about.
Yeah.
They did the makeup against Michigan in the second half.
They did.
Like, they made that good. So yeah, I can't kill him on that one. I can't. All right. So last, least, whatever you want to call it. My rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Oh, wait, I don't get one?
Oh, yeah,
Wait, I don't
Stick,
get
sorry.
one?
I thought you went. All right, go ahead.
What the
Sorry,
hell?
my bad.
You thought I went? I just want to rest in peace all the Detroit Rams fans. I mean, those Detroit Rams fans, y'all were riding high on your horse last week. I mean, our chat was telling me all about how Matthew Stafford is the greatest and he's going to another Super Bowl, and I'm going to have to sit and watch him win two. Well, actually, not even close to making it there, and he didn't get there. And I was told choking in an NFC championship game means you're not a good quarterback if your team doesn't make it. So, Matthew Stafford is going to go down in history with as many Super Bowls as Joe Flacco, which is fantastic. He can have his one that he lucked into with a stacked team that was perfectly built, that added Odell Beckham Jr., that added Von Miller, that added Jalen Ramsey, that was already in the playoffs the year before he got there. So the Detroit Rams fans, I'm sorry, your hero failed on 4th and goal, threw the ball at the feet of the wide receiver, fumbled. Luckily, his own player fell on it. But Detroit Rams fans, I'm sorry, you're going to have to watch not Matthew Stafford this Sunday.
Those are facts. Those are absolute facts. Mike G. Blake Corum is a fine L.A. Ram.
I mean, as a backup, sure.
All right. Last, least, whatever you want to say. Nikki, here we go. Nikki, what would be worse, Stafford winning 2 Super Bowls and Goff never winning one, or the Bears winning the next 2 Super Bowls? There is no good outcome.
Because that means the Lions don't win one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is.
God, I wish the Lions would add.
All right. Last, least. Rest in peace, FanDuel Sports Network. We hardly knew ye. The fall off was pretty incredible, was it not?
Yeah,
it was.
The Tigers are withdrawing, eliminating their contract with FanDuel Sports Network. The Pistons and the Red Wings will stay on through the end of the season. They will, after that, no longer be with FanDuel Sports Network either. They went bankrupt once, tried to give it a go.
Yeah. Is that still Diamond Sports, under the umbrella of Diamond Sports?
It is. They are like, it was Diamond Sports, then mainstream sports now is what they are. They kind of like reorged and, and all that
Shit
stuff.
you do after bankruptcy.
Yeah, they all did that kind of stuff. So, rest in peace. More on that when we come back, as a matter of fact, okay? Because I want to talk about it and tell the people, and because there seems to be a lot of confusion about what the Tigers are doing with their TV and everything.
And they still won't come out and just say, hey, we're broke, allegedly. So
don't.
I know. You know where this is going.
Stick tomorrow. Tarek Skubal's arbitration hearing.
Oh, yeah.
Is that nationally televised?
It should be.
It should be, man. They should put that on FanDuel Sports Network. FanDuel will be back.
Hey, take Skubal money line. He is getting every dollar he asked for. Skubal money line, baby. Let's go.
Can somebody look that up on like Kalshi or something like that? They got to have that, right?
For sure.
It's got to be somewhere.
Someone has it, yeah.
Right.
Will Tarek Skubal win his arbitration? I got to know the lineup. DNC ENT, I know you're watching, and I know you're on this stuff. Is there a line on Kalshi? So, yeah. All right, yeah, let's do this then. Let's take the break. Let's talk about Sun Cruiser, everybody. One of the very best drinks. Hey, they got good stuff. It's 4.5% alcohol. It's real iced tea. It's real vodka. Just 1 gram of sugar. Just 100 calories. It literally checks all the boxes, and there's no bubbles, no carbonation. These things are incredible. It's my go-to, man. If I'm not drinking bourbon, I'm drinking a Sun Cruiser. That's it, guys. Proud partner of the Detroit Lions. Give one a try. I got a DM from somebody on Instagram said that they went to Costco and bought an 18-pack of them and said that they're mad that they weren't on these things earlier. Hey, man, should have listened earlier. Sun Cruiser. Real iced tea, real vodka, real good.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Ever wonder what goes on inside the game?
Deep ball's got a man and got him. Touchdown, Braylon Edwards.
Join Braylon Edwards and Shep
Edwards has it. 10-5, touchdown.
on the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep,
Ball looks in zone. Got Edwards for the touchdown.
where they dive deep into the heart of sports. Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m., they're bringing you expert analysis, exclusive interviews, and a fresh perspective on the sports you love. Don't miss it, only on the Woodward Sports Network.
Neal Ruhl here for Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning. And you can go to Sharon'sHeating.com, check out their new website where you can schedule appointments online, take a look at free instant quotes, maybe even kicking around the idea of getting that whole home generator. That's Sharon's. They do that too. It's not just heating and air conditioning. They do the whole home generators. They do your water tanks. Basically, everything inside your home, Sharon's is the move. KG knows. Control panel went out on his furnace. Sharon's was out a couple hours. Boom, got that handled. He put that furnace on 78 for the rest of the month. Wait till that bill drops for him. He'll learn, but that's all right, though. He can do it because Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning have been keeping Michigan families comfortable and safe for over 42 years. Sharon'sHeating.com. All right, keeping it pushing. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, stick in for DMAC KG, Spencer Raxter, all of you in the Woodward Sports chat thread. And, all right, did want to talk about this. And the news dropped yester evening, as a matter of fact. I believe there were 9 teams that were kind of holding on to that FanDuel Sports Network thing in baseball. 6 of them have left, and the understanding is that the Detroit Tigers are going to be going the same way. And so what does that mean for you? So what it means is the Tigers will no longer be on FanDuel Sports because there won't be FanDuel Sports anymore. But essentially what will happen is they are going to move to MLB game production. The announcers will be the same. My understanding is there will be a dedicated channel for it if you're Danny Raxter and you have your cable package at home.
Yep.
There will be a new channel dedicated to it that you just turn on your TV and you watch your games. Nothing changes. They will be also available if you're a streamer. You will be able to stream them on MLB.TV, which is something where I'm a subscriber to MLB.TV. I watch baseball all summer long. It's my thing. I put it on the deck outside and drink some bourbon at night and all that kind of stuff. Now, if you're an MLB.TV subscriber, which is basically your Sunday ticket or your league pass or whatever for baseball, You pay the money, you get the package, you watch every game. You will now have the ability to add the Tigers games to that. Now, will it be free to you? No, it will not be free. Just like it's never been free. All the way going back to past sports. Like, I laugh at the people that say they need to bring past sports back. You were paying $10 a month for past sports in the early 90s. So guess what? You were paying for it back then. Now, what I have heard as well, and this is from Tony Paul of the Detroit News, most of the games will be available via MLB Media through MLB.TV, which is what we talked about. That's subscription-based. You will have to pay for that. Select games will be over-the-air TV for free. So they are working with the local TV deal to put up to 16 games on free local TV. Probably Fox would be my guess. At least 16 games on national TV and streaming, which are a mix of subscriptions. And you guys know this already. The Apple TV exclusive game, that's always Spencer's favorite one. That one will still be out there. Peacock is in the game now. They will have Peacock exclusive games. MLB Network will have exclusive games. ESPN stays on to televise Tiger games in some form or fashion. So if you want all the games, it's like everything else, where you will have to have all of these streaming services to do it. So that's where it stands right now. And my guess would be, if you want to do month by month, it's probably going to be the same as what FanDuel was, $20 a month. They will probably have a season option available for you. I saw somewhere $90 you can do a whole season for, so you get a little bit of a break in the juice for that. So that's where it is. That's how it sits. And Freddie Felt 313, past sports was elite. You paid for it, and arguably, Stick, you paid more for it if you're weighed out for inflation.
Yeah, I mean, me and you were talking. I found a site where I can get every game for free, because down in Cayman, I don't have access to all the Detroit sports. So there's a website that streams every single game. I'm not sure if I can give that out over the air, but that's the way it's going to go, right? Just torrent pirate sites are going to take over. I do like that they're going to be local, that they're going to have some local games, but I mean, I just don't understand why sporting teams don't create their own network. I know Matt Ishbia was working on that in Phoenix, owning the streaming rights to all the games for the Suns and putting it on Suns.com or whatever. That's got to be the future, right? Like, it'll just have enough money to create a streaming service, and then you control your whole product. So I really don't understand why that isn't part of the deal.
Yeah, I mean, the Yankees do it. The Cubs have done it. The Dodgers do it. The Texas Rangers do it. The Mariners have done it now. So, I mean, yeah, that'll be where it goes. And since we're talking about all this right now, and jump into the chat, Brendan Edwards in the chat. How do you think USA will do in the Olympics? I don't think it's right without Russia, but I hope we win gold. So I've talked about that, Brendan, selfishly, because I love the way Russians play hockey. So I like watching them play hockey. That's where it stops with me. Once the game's over, like I'm back in my real world. And I know everyone's talking about it.
The favorite to win gold, or the Wings. USA is the favorite to win gold right now.
Are they really?
Which is, I mean, okay.
You feel like that's aggressive?
Yeah,
I do too. Yeah. Okay. I didn't want to be labeled a hater.
I mean, hey, oh man.
Yeah.
If we win the gold medal,
as long as we beat Canada, that's all I care about.
Yep. Canadian tears.
Like, look, I know everybody's going through it right now with their like pirate sites and stuff like that. Spenny, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Since UFC went to Paramount, do you watch it on Paramount or do you still?
I did. Yeah. It's like I have like Paramount through Amazon
okay.
or something like that. And so, but I did watch the last two. Yeah.
And wasn't it nice?
It was to just turn it on. It was pretty sweet.
Not have to reconnect and have it kick you out.
Yeah, for sure.
Buffering and stuff like that. See, Stick, I think that's going to be the future. I think what UFC did, what WWE has done, I think the future is, because of the pirating streams, you're going to just see it dwindle away to the point where the networks are going to get it, like they did with UFC, and just give them a bag. And then UFC and organizations don't have to worry about the revenue they're losing through pirate streams. Like, for real. Like, just have the network overpay for it, and then, boom, you're set free.
Yeah, give it to you, the people. I mean, that's the way it should be, right? It should be easy for us to turn on our own local sports teams. The fact that there's people in this town that could be potential big Tigers fans and never get a chance to watch them because it's always on the cable network and stuff. I think that's a travesty.
Stick, like,
I mean, we grew up in the era where you could.
Man. It's been like that for 30
years. I get it, but I'm 44, so until I was 14 years old, it wasn't like that, and I was able to watch every team that I love locally, and it's what turned me into a great sports fan. Like, I could watch my teams for free.
Right, but then the numbers exploded, and there was a way to capitalize on it, and a way for people.
Yeah, I get it.
Look, man, like it was always gonna be a wash with this stuff, Stick. Like it was always gonna end this way.
Shout out KG.
Rest in peace. T Twert, I still watch most Lions games with an antenna. No, which I understand, but that's another example of it, where the league has taken their bag from the TV networks and just made it out there free. Look, the Paramount stuff, if you're a UFC fan, Spenny, I'll put it this way. If you didn't get Paramount for free, would you cough up the $9 a month because you're a UFC guy?
No.
You still wouldn't?
No, UFC's dead.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
You don't watch then?
No, not really. I hadn't watched any of the fights for a long time before Patty and
wow.
Gaethje. Yeah.
Rest in peace, UFC.
Yeah. UFC's dead.
That's a bold statement. Mr. DEI Slaughter, I agree with Stick, furthering the trend of sports becoming a luxury item. Stick, I think that's a great way to put it. They are a luxury item.
Yeah.
Like, let's just keep it real.
And that's such bullshit, man. Like, honestly, like, you want to talk about Phil, who coaches Little League hockey. Like, you don't think those Little League hockey players would want to just turn on the Red Wings and be able to see them at any time? Like, yeah, I don't get it. Sports has always been a communal thing. It's been a local thing. And the fact that we're moving further and further away from that is stupid. And you'll make more money if you have more fans. Like, I don't understand how the math works out on this, where only the people who can afford to stream can become diehard sports fans now. So to me, it's mass appeal. Give it to you, the people like us. Look at Woodward Sports. We could hide behind some fucking paywall, but we choose to go on YouTube. We choose to go on Twitch. We choose to be on all the free social media platforms because nobody's got to pay for them. And look, we've grown exponentially. Do you think we would have grown to 100,000 subscribers on any other platform if it wasn't for free? Hell no.
Yeah, but Stick, we weren't in a position where we could charge. You know what I'm saying? Like that there's an evolution to that. It wasn't like that all the time.
But I think even when we get into that position, I don't think we're going to take that position, to be quite honest with you, because like I'm telling you, having a broader net and catching more people is more important to me than having, 10% of our audience, but we're making money off 10%. I would rather be more influential in the city, more influential so we can sell it to our advertisers than have to hide behind some paywall. I mean, granted, on the website, we'll probably put some paywall content eventually. Like, hey, if you want more of Spenny's take on this, go ahead and, throw in a couple bucks. But I don't think Woodward Sports, at least while I'm here, is going to take that route.
No, I get it, 100%. I get it. DNC-ENT paywalls will kill companies in 2026 because there is almost always a workaround. And I think that's why UFC jumped in bed with Paramount, man. They got more, and they don't have to deal with lost revenue now. That's their number. They're going to generate that revenue no matter what. And that's where the baseball teams are, man. $200 million payrolls and stuff like that. They're going to juice every single dollar that they can. I always thought that the FanDuel thing became almost like a political, almost became like FanDuel, all that sucks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that was the way it was always going to be. I think that more people will subscribe to the Tigers now on MLB TV.
Of course.
I think they will.
Yeah.
Well, what doesn't make sense for FanDuel is, is the whole company going under? Because sports betting then is definitely not becoming the thing that it was projected to be. Because they should have just taken, there's things called loss leaders, right? Your owning sporting games should have been a loss leader to get people in to gamble on your channel or your network. So I just don't understand all of this. I mean, I haven't gotten a look at the books behind the numbers or anything to be able to decipher who's making the most money and how they're making it. But at the end of the day, I still think if you can capture 90% of a sports audience, you go capture 90% of a sports audience. You don't cut yourself off the legs by only going after the 20 that can pay.
EX27, I'm a stick. I don't see how they can't make more money in advertising if they just give games for free because of rights fees. Mm-hmm. You're getting paid a rights fee to broadcast your games. Like that's
the advertisement's going to be there either way.
Right. That's more. That's additional revenue. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you not take a check? Just to put it bluntly, like, okay, I can get $5 million for the rights to put Woodward onto Netflix, right? But we're still going to put commercials on there. We're always going to put the commercials on there, regardless. Like that, if someone's going to offer you $5 million for the rights, you're probably going to take it, man. Like you just are. Barstool did that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't know. I don't have a $5 million check in front of me right now to make that decision. It's kind of an arbitrary number, and that would be a hell of a decision to make. But at the end of the day, you either care about your fans, you either care about your viewers, or you don't. And I think a lot of fans and viewers already feel that way. Look at the Lions this year. They raised their ticket prices through astronomical levels, and they had probably their lowest attendance in past 5-6 years. So eventually there is a breaking point for fans. And I just think we're nearing that mark of where you're forcing everybody. If you want to be a fan of a sport, it's going to cost you money. That makes no sense.
James Galena, it's cheaper to just go to the damn game. No, it's not. No, because look at it, dude. If they're going to charge you $100 for a season of Tigers games, you're getting a game for less than $1. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like when you start breaking it all down, dude, it makes sense, man. Like it does. It just makes sense to go that way. Speak easy. Easy in the house. But didn't Fox buy the rights to NFL games they host free? Yes, Fox paid the NFL that they put them on TV for free. Correct. They also are able to charge, what are they up to now? $11 million for a Super Bowl ad. And guys, I've been telling you this
But
forever.
why though, Neal? But why are they allowed to do that? Because of the amount of people watching the free game. That's what I'm saying. There's got to be a breaking point in this where it makes sense.
Well, I think that we'll find out one day, Stick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't believe.
I think we're near.
We're getting close. We're absolutely getting close. All right, let's talk about Venn Johnson Law. Let's talk about justice, everybody. Whatever your justice means to you, whether it's a settlement, whether it's a verdict, whatever your justice is, you need the fighter. You need Venn Johnson Law on your side. Tough, tenacious trial lawyers. Losing definitely is not an option. Go to VennFights.com.
When you have everything you need to get stronger, just around the corner, you can give everything you've got.
Just 30 more seconds.
With over 2,800 locations, there's always a Planet Fitness near you. Join the club today and get your first month free. Just $1 down, $15 a month. No commitment. Deal ends Friday, February 13th.
See what you got.
Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Jungle Juice is a bold, high-performance cannabis brand where raw power meets rugged innovation, unapologetic, authentic, and built for those who demand the best. Big oil, smooth performance. The new 2-gram XL delivers 2,000 milligrams of THC with all gas, no leaks. Upgraded hardware, zero hassle, designed to be clog-resistant, inhale-activated, and USB-C rechargeable for a seamless user experience.
Fancy.
Jungle Juice 2-gram XL comes with 12 strain options. Jungle Juice can be found at over 250 dispensaries in Michigan. Follow Jungle Juice on Instagram at GetJungleJuice and join the experience today.
All right, back at it. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, Stick here virtually. KG, Spencer Raxter, intern Jared as well. Freddie Felt. Neal, you want to know how much it costs to get one Final Four all-session ticket at Lucas Oil Stadium? $640. Excuse me while I go sell blood, plasma, and whatever other fluid. Well, Freddie, if you want to go to the Oakland IU Indy game, I got you, bro. It won't cost you $640.
Yeah, that's great.
So, yeah, that's
insane.
Freddie, pro tip for the Final Four and certainly the national championship game is just wait till the day of the game. And if you ever want to go to a national championship college basketball game, just show up there on Monday because half the fan base sells their tickets because they lose.
Yep, that's what happened here when the Final Four was in Detroit. I was able to go to all those games dirt cheap.
Yeah, absolutely, because the fans that lose, they just want out. They don't care.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they flood the market. All right, Lions. I've been waiting for this one. Levi Onwuzurike, Josh Pascal.
They're back.
They're back.
They're back. At least for right now.
At least for right now.
They can
That
still
is
come.
fair. Here we go, everybody. First off, Spenny, I got to check in with you.
Nope, don't like that. I think, I personally think that Josh Pascal was kind of intimidated to rejoin the Lions when he saw Spencer Raxter at his local Planet Fitness leg pressing 630 pounds. But I just think, like, if you're going to bring them back, whatever. They're going to cost you $1.5 million each next year, basically. But you cannot – that can't be the moves that you make to improve your defensive line. Yeah. That can't be what you do to make your defense better because you're losing Roy Lopez and DJ Reader and El-Quadin Muhammad and Marcus Davenport and all of those guys as well. So am I happy that they're back? No, not really. I'm not going to say I am. I don't want another Manuel Mosley situation. I don't want another Marcus Davenport situation. I don't want this to just be, hey, let's try it again and maybe they'll play this time. But I still need you to do something else. I can't have Brad Holmes and the Detroit Lions be content with the defensive line because those two guys are going to be back because you cannot count on them to give you actual snaps and actual minutes.
The price, I have no problem with the price.
Well, how could you?
There's zero risk.
Yeah.
Like, I understand the logic of it.
Yeah, and they need bodies because that defensive
need
line
bodies.
is tore up right now.
Spenny, what I do need from you is, can we get a Josh Pascal play 16 games guarantee?
No.
Like a la Marcus Davenport. Come on.
Nope.
All right, Levi Onwuzurike then.
Nope.
It's neither one. It's funny because they said Josh Pascal was supposed to come back like week 3 or 4, and we just never saw him.
Never saw him.
Right.
Never again.
I wonder if it was a situation too, because I had never heard of this provision about guys that go on the PUP list and that you could bring them back at reduced cost and everything like that. Like that was I never knew that existed.
Yeah.
I wonder if, because like, remember, wasn't Pascal supposed to like come back too like in November or something like that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I wonder if that played a part in retrospect.
Maybe they told him to just chill out. You think?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Stick, you're fired up, right? You guarantee 16 games for Josh Pascal, right?
Honestly, I think if we do get 16 games out of Josh Pascal, we'll all be very happy, and a lot of people will be eating a lot of crow about this guy. I loved him coming out of college. I didn't know his name specifically when they called it, but after they called it, I dug in and started watching some film on him. And dude was a monster in the SEC, and he played for a shitty team and actually, was a problem for a lot of those big left tackles in the SEC. So I still have faith in Josh Pascal. Injuries are a son of a bitch. We haven't really been able to judge him purely on what he can do on the field. So if it's a healthy Josh Pascal, I'm here for it. I don't think it's the end-all, be-all, but, I'll take it at this point, I guess. It's not something that's really getting me fired up, but it's something that was like, okay, that's maybe not a complete waste of a second-round pick.
Yeah, stick to Kentucky days is far and long away. And it's no offense to him. Like, he's a great guy from all accounts to what I hear. But he just can't be relied upon in positions of importance, even as a reserve. I think he's proven that.
But
like,
how has that been proven? He hasn't played enough.
That's why it's proven.
Yeah. That's the proof.
Yeah. And he was a second-round pick. Like, this is a high draft capital for this guy. And all he was really good for was setting an edge. He wasn't a great pass rusher. He wasn't really dominant in the run game. I think you can have better options at that position. That's all.
You can't.
Cheaper,
I would say
though?
this. Yeah, I would say this. Again, I want everyone to understand like the context of it, though. $1.5 million. You can pull the ejector's cord at any moment.
Right.
I don't have a problem with it at all.
Yeah.
Do I expect Josh Pascal to get the sack in the fourth quarter of the NFC Championship game that puts us in the Super Bowl? I do not.
Yeah.
I do not. But
having him as your number 2 edge rusher probably on this team, I don't think you can count on that now.
And
same with Levi.
Yeah, and if that is the case, then it's $1.5 million though. But if that's your number 2 edge, then we have a problem.
Thank you.
Then we have a problem.
That's all. I'm cool with
Yes, we
depth.
do.
I'm cool with depth. But they need to be third options on this team at this point, both of them.
Spenny, that cut in the ice with you?
Nope.
Okay. They got good stuff.
Yeah, you're right.
You're stewing over there, Spenny. You're pissed, aren't you?
I just don't want, because Brad Holmes said that he is going to use the same approach for the defensive line that he has so far in his career. So if these are the moves he makes, if this is okay, we're good because we have those guys, that will be awful.
Very, very awful.
Okay.
Are we thinking this is going to be the only move they make? Is that why we're getting this response? We're thinking just set it and forget it and move on.
Because there's nothing else to point
it's
to
possible.
right now, Stick. Because there's nothing else to point to right now. That's the why.
It's a depth piece, and that's it. A cheap depth piece, and if that's it, I'm cool with it.
And I think that's where I'm definitely there with it. For $1.5 million, I don't have a problem with it. The known, right? Like you know what they are as a player. Like they value him as a player to keep them. Is he going to, going back to Spenny's thing, if he's the number 2, if he's the edge opposite Hutchinson, then we got issues.
Right.
100%.
I'm with, we agree on that.
But people got to remember, too, like the league, the Super Bowl's this week. The league New Year doesn't start for 3 weeks. You stall him out, KG.
No, I hear you. And there's a chance they might not even make it through camp. So there's still a chance they might not be on this team. But I understand that you just need bodies at this point. If you were to get rid of these 2 guys, that's still another couple holes that you have to plug on the defensive line. So I'm not mad at it. But I also know Brad Holmes, and I know the type of faith he's put in these players before. And Levi, he had 1 year where he was kind of all right, but you haven't seen shit since. And the back injury, we all know what that is. Josh Pascal has never really flashed off the page for me. Once again, great guy. You know the things he's gone through with the cancer thing and all that, but I just don't think they should be relied upon even as key reserves at this point.
And I'm just saying, it's like $1.5 million for both of them. So you have the 2 guys for $3 million. And you paid Roy Lopez last year, 1 year, $3.5 million. So would you rather have both of them or one Roy Lopez? I would rather have one Roy Lopez.
Yes.
And it's not even close.
At $3.5 million, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you ain't getting Roy Lopez for $3.5 million
But you
now.
did last year, so you can get somebody like that for that money.
And maybe that's the move when the league New Year starts. We haven't even gotten to it yet.
And there was just a little bit of, okay, we keep trotting these names out, and it's been 4 years now. Like, we're tired, man. I'm tired of hearing about
Bring
Josh
them
Pascal.
home. What are you talking about?
I'm tired of hearing about Levi Onwuzurike, that you should have never paid him that contract in the first place. It's just like, come on, man. We sick of trotting these same names out. Let's do something different. Refresh the room, goddammit.
DNC, ENT, I will say I'm not upset with Pascal. Levi, though, ...
They the both to me.
Yeah.
They both second-round picks that have not really worked out.
Detroit Gunny, Pascal, Levi, maybe 16 games combined. So,
maybe.
I would take that. Hey, Stick, would you take that right now? 16 games combined. Out of the two of them.
For $3 million, sure.
8 apiece. Yeah,
Yeah,
I would take it too.
Nah, man.
What? You wouldn't take 8 games out of them each?
Listen to what we saying right now. You would take 8 games apiece from both of these guys.
Well, yeah, dude. Like, again,
man.
we're shopping at Goodwill, right? Like, like Cat
Why
Williams
are we
said.
shopping at Goodwill?
Like Cat
Why
Williams
can't we
said.
go to Kohl's at least? We can't at least get Kohl's cash and go to Kohl's?
Don't nobody go into Goodwill and say, look at all this cheap ass shit.
Well, maybe we need to start doing that. God damn, man.
All right, hey, sorry.
I'm not mad at it, bro. It's just, come on, man.
Yeah, I would ask the chat, but I got the same thing. No,
I need to see more. That's it.
The chat.
Yeah, we just got to see
They've
more.
had enough, bro.
Yes, the same names, bro.
Trust Brad. Just trust Brad.
I do, but come on, man. How many
Doesn't
times
sound
you gonna
like it.
trot Josh Pascal out here? Like, come on, man.
Woodward Sports chat thread. DNC ENT per Kalshi. Odds of being traded before the NBA trade deadline. Harden 94%. Garland 88%. Sabonis 74%. Kuminga 68%. Giannis 48%. Wow. DNC ENT, I might have missed it. I don't know if you dropped it in there. What were we looking at Kalshi before? What do we want to see? I forgot already.
What?
We asked him to look something up on Kalshi, like what the odds were for something. I forget what it was.
Yeah.
All right, well, we all forgot. I guess it wasn't that great then. We got Doc, or we have Doc Spenny?
Not yet, no.
Not yet?
Maybe it was the James
Oh,
Harden
yep,
thing.
he just
We
popped
do?
in.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the break. It is Tuesday. Dr. Pierce will join us. We're going to keep the Lions theme, by the way. Lions practices. Fred Warner chimed in on the same
Soft-ass Fred Warner. Soft-ass Fred Warner.
There it is. Stick, appreciate you, man. We're back together. We're back together tomorrow.
Talk to you tomorrow, man.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Yep.
There
See you
it
guys.
is.
Never
Stick.
change, Stick.
Yeah, never change, Stick. There it is. All right, let's talk about Buddy's Pizza, the OG of Detroit-style pizza. They invented the game that is Detroit-style pizza. They're the best at it. There's over 20 Buddy's locations all around the Metro Detroit area. You can get 10% off. Use a promo code 10MEAL. Get 10% off tonight. And don't forget, if you have a big event happening, Buddy's Catering is the way to go. The pasta, the salads, obviously we know about the pizza. All of it's incredible. You guys know that. Go to buddiespizza.com. Take home some Buddies tonight.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Like a frostbite straight from the divine. Cold rush on my skin feels so fine. Muscle freeze, the ache. No side effects, no mistake. Chill Sub-Zero. Icy and true. Feel the chill. It's all for you. It's not magic, just science play. Chill Sub-Zero.
Ever wonder what goes on inside the game?
Deep ball's got a man and got him. Touchdown, Braylon Edwards.
Join Braylon Edwards and Shep
Edwards has it. 10-5, touchdown.
on the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep,
Ball looks in zone. Got Edwards for the touchdown.
where they dive deep into the heart of sports. Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m., they're bringing you expert analysis, exclusive interviews, and a fresh perspective on the sports you love. Don't miss it, only on the Woodward Sports Network.
Chill Medicated is its own line of non-transdermal products, meaning it doesn't give you hive. But if you want to clear up your aches and pains, you can use it. They've got syrups, they've got creams, they got a lot of different things to help you out. Make sure you go check it out. Go to chillmedicatedcbd.com to find it near you. And again, it is non-transdermal, meaning it does not get you high, but it will solve all your aches and pains. It's chill medicated.
All right, it is Tuesday, so we are joined by the doc, Dr. Pierce, here in the house, courtesy of the Michigan Sports and Spine Center. And we welcome in Doc, I believe.
No, we don't have audio from him yet. I'll let you know.
Yeah, he's working on it.
So he's working on it. But yeah, just we're going to talk about the whole what Fred Warner said.
Yeah.
About the Detroit Lions and the practices when he was on the St. Brown podcast. So it is some very interesting stuff. Hope we can get Doc's audio situation figured out, because I think this is going to fire a lot of people up.
Yeah, I've been waiting for you to talk about this, actually.
Yeah.
I've heard it from different shows, but.
Yeah. Woodward Sports chat thread. Get into there. Get your thoughts out there. Lions shopping at Payless. We're going to TJ Maxx when taxes hit. We might make a trip to Burlington.
I don't even know if we're doing that, DNC.
All right, we have Doc now.
We do have Doc.
All right, There we go. We have Dr. Pierce here, courtesy of the Michigan Sports and Spine Center. As always, Doc joining us remotely here today. Doc, appreciate your time. And look, Doc, I just want to cut to the chase today, because this is something that is making the rounds, and you're the guy I wanted to talk about this with. Fred Warner was on the St. Brown Brothers podcast. And, yeah, he had a lot to say, Doc. And we just got done talking about Levi Onwuzurike and Josh Pascal and all that stuff. But, Doc, let's just cut to the chase. Fred Warner, Fred Warner said about Lions practices, quote, "Y'all go hard. Dan Campbell's over there telling y'all to bite kneecaps, so at some point you..." And then Amon-Ra St. Brown said, "Wait, so you guys go full tackle? You guys go full tackle in camp?" Warner said, "No, we would never do that." And St. Brown said, "See, no, we go full. We go all live." So, Doc, let's just cut to the chase, man. You have come out in the past and said this. You have said that your concern is that the Lions and Dan Campbell, they go too hard in practice. We've had a lot of injuries, a lot more than normal teams. What say you, Doc?
Boy, you're really putting me on the spot. You know, I'm a big Dan Campbell fan. I'm a Lions fan. I love the grit mentality. But if you do go back to the beginning of the 24 season, I'm on record saying I'm not crazy about the full out practices, that you're increasing percentages of injuries. And now we get to have hindsight. And with Warner calling it out, it became, more national news. And with St. Brown being like surprised, that other players or other camps aren't doing that, then it is an issue. And I'm look, I'm going to say right off the bat, whatever I say following here, I love Dan Campbell. I love what he's done. I love what he's done for this city, but I'm not 100% on board what he's currently doing with practice. We got to look at this. We got to take a step back. We have to have a reevaluation. Yes, let's look at statistics. Statistically, high injury rate. Major league players, like enforced players of our team, have been injured. That really, we felt it this year, especially. Last year, I think we had different kind of coaching, which we got around some of these injuries. But to just talk pure, do I agree with going heavy at practice? No, I don't. I think there's a time and place. There's parts of it. But to go 110% at practice, you're looking at increased risk factors, increased reps, increased injuries. You're talking about micro injuries every time they're getting hit. I mean, pull Laporta out. I mean, Hutchinson, you can't really relate to heavy practicing that kind of injury. But a Laporta injury, a Branch injury, a Kirby Joseph injuries, these are nagging little things that had buildup. And when you have buildup like that, you have one major event, that part of your body that's having the micro traumas through potentially the extra hits, the extra going aggressively, is taking a toll. Football is taking a toll. That's why the average football player is under 4 years. It's a wear and tear. And when you don't let them rest, there's a reason why we don't play like baseball. They play 5 times a week. Football, you play once a week. There's a reason for that. That body needs to recover. And you're not allowing proper recovery. If we want to take that angle, you're not allowing proper recovery for that player to be ready for the next 70-mile-an-hour collision in high velocities. So I'm not here to throw Campbell under the bus. Again, I love him, but do we need to rethink it? And do we see the difference between 24 and 25 season? Was it injuries? Was it players? Was it coaching? Was it design of the offensive coaching? We lost two great coaches. Nobody's going to ignore that fact. Do we have more injuries than most teams? Yeah, we're in the top, what are we, number 3 or 4? But, to throw Frank Warner under the bus, his San Francisco team's got more injuries than us, and they're not going full tilt. So, like I did before, when we asked before I have the hindsight, you can play this both ways. If the guys aren't ready, look at Philadelphia Eagles. I think Philadelphia Eagles are the number 1 team that relaxes their guys through the week. They got soft. I think what they did to the playoff run hurt them in the seeding. That they lost that last game where they could have been the number 2 seed. They could have been going for the Super Bowl now if they played it right. So that soft mentality, and let's remove the word soft. The mentality of taking it easy on our guys, backfired for Philadelphia, where the Lions mentality is like the gladiator thing works. But at some point, you've got to find a balance. And I think for this year moving up, I'm highly suggesting a balance. These players are smart. They know how to play the game. The grit is there. Their energy's there. Let's start looking at the sports science of multiple hits. Laporta being a great example, Brinks and Kirby being great examples of those are wear and tears. Laporta, if he didn't have, like he said, I had a nagging back injury before this happened. A couple other guys were saying similar things, not to call everybody out, but I think that's some of the big highlighted ones. Did Branch have, where did he first injure his Achilles tendon? Where did that happen? Where Kirby first injure his knee? Did he get enough rest time? Supposedly they did, and he wants to take a conservative route. So I guess I'm trying to be a little bit more politically correct. I'm not going to throw him under the bus, but I think if he comes to me for advice, I think we need to understand the sports science. We need to understand muscle balance. We need to understand cross training, and we need to understand the finesse of the game, the sophistication of the game. We're not going through the wall. We don't have to go through the wall every time.
Doc,
I'm long-winded there. Sorry.
No, that's all right. Mike O in the chat pretty much asked a question that I would have to ask. He said, your body can take only so many hits, though, right, Doc? Explain the science behind that. I know what you're talking about before because you're talking about a numbers game, right? Opportunities for injury, all that kind of stuff. Is there a finite number of hits that the body can take? Because these guys are getting in car accidents, 20 times a game.
Well, let's take it out of football. Let's use the assembly worker, the guy who's working at the Ford plant, who's picking up a plate and he's moving it from here to there. He's moving it across. He's getting rotational. These guys do 60 to 100 turns, in an hour. That's a lot of turning. And eventually you have the wear and tear, that disc, and on the spine where it's that rotational movement. So when you're talking about football, it's an accelerated. So yes, I honestly believe there's only so many turns you get on a body. So only so many turns you get on your knee, on your back. Every joint in your body is a victim of it. So the more you preserve it, the more you build the structures around it. I talk about core strengthening around, it's not just your back, it's your shoulders, it's your hip, it's everything. So there's not a finite number. Like you get to 1,000, like maybe he's trying to refer to baseball, right? Baseball, when you get to near 100, it's proven that you're more likely to have wear and tear and injury when you get to such a level. You can start looking at that. You look at Matthew Stafford, look at Aaron Rodgers. They changed their game. You're looking at Lamar Jackson. They can't play that same game. That's the sophistication of the game. We're looking at Hutchinson. From his injury, he's learning how to play the game a little bit smarter, a little bit more sophisticated, which means I'm going to do, instead of 20 collisions, I don't have to be on every one. I'm going to be purposeful for 15 collisions. Things like that have to start settling in. So to answer his question, there is not a finite number for each individual. But as we get to sports science, again, understanding the muscle, the torque pressures, everything on the body on a smaller frame, you're going to start seeing that this is going to start playing a role in the next 5 years on how we look at players. I think one of the biggest ones is what's his face that played for the Pelicans in basketball,
Zion,
who had a huge upper body and a small lower body, and they said he's going to have a lot of injuries coming in. That was an obvious one, but we're going to start looking at, the players that have quick speed and smaller frames and still getting hit by 350-pound linemen. This is going to start playing a role on who's going to be playing and who's not going to be playing. So, what's that?
Doc in the chat, T Twert says, and this is kind of, I'll form this into a question for you. I think Dan knows more than we probably give him credit for in regards to player health, but he's probably kept them closer to red line than he should have at times. I think that's what he will adjust. So I guess, Doc, just hard line right now, based on that comment from the person in the YouTube chat. Does he keep him at the red line maybe too much? Like if Dan Campbell came to you and said, Doc, what do you think about the practices? What do you think about what we do? What would you say?
Probably what I'm alluding to, that we need to be smarter on how we approach our key players, that there's they know how to tackle, they know how to bring somebody to the ground. We don't need to go 110% in practice. We got to give them some whatever, not leisure time, but understanding the game, get more sophisticated with the game, understanding, the movements of the game and not necessarily going through the wall. I would tell them to back it down. I mean, look at a great proof of that method is University of Indiana. He clearly said, I rest my guys. I teach them how to play. I teach them how to be smarter. They have very little penalties, very little mistakes. Their sophistication, their football brains were a lot smarter than any other team they played this year. It wasn't that they were stronger, bigger. The argument you can make against it is that endurance in the fourth quarter. Who's going to win that fourth quarter? Who's going to win when it's grinding? You want the team that's more conditioned. Well, hitting each other doesn't necessarily create more conditioning. Running, sprints, the long form, the short forms, the quick spurts, that's non-contact activity to improve your sophistication of the game. I want to see a more sophisticated team. I love the grit. I love the blue collar, but we got to be smart. I mean, look at New England. New England, Seattle. They're a little more, are they more sophisticated than us? Indiana definitely was. They were the more sophisticated team out there. They didn't pound you in the mouth. They were doing it all. They had all aspects of the game. And, I'd love to have the conversation with them, and I welcome it. I love that he's a Michigan State guy. But I think, throwing my hat in there, I think there's something to be said on what needs to be done and what's in the best health. And who knows, we may, fall on that too, that we're too soft. I don't think so. I don't think Dan Campbell will ever be too soft, but we can just back it down for the safety of the players, especially our key players, and then have them feel comfortable. They have a nagging injury. They have something. Trusting our training staff to be a little bit more aggressive with that would probably be the key things to do.
All right, Doc. No, that's good.
Did I throw it under enough to grab that attention? I like Campbell. I like I've had friends that have sent me that piece. People very high up in the media world, and they want my opinion. And to be honest, I think overall, Dan Campbell's been great for our city, but it's time. Just like him, he needs, like Hutchinson or JMO. You need to learn what's in front of you and how to play it a little bit more. I keep using the word sophisticated football. I think a little more sophisticated football instead of punching in your mouth and bite your kneecaps off type of thing.
All right, Doc. As always, man, we appreciate the time, and we're going to check back in next Tuesday, all right? Post-Super Bowl.
All right, take care, everybody.
All right, there he is, Dr. Pierce, everybody, brought to you by the Michigan Sports and Spine
Shout out, Doc.
Center. Shout out to the Doc. Yeah, absolutely. People have, murmured about that, but no one's brought it to, the forefront. I know people were asking in the chat, Creston Miller said, how does the field, Ford Field, the turf, play into these sustained injuries? The 49ers play on grass, and they're more banged up than we are. I don't know. I think it's like everything else, Spenny. It's probably It's a little bit of both.
It's a little bit of both for sure.
And like it's somewhat the field, it's somewhat the practice, but at the end of the day, man, these guys play a violent gladiator game, and
that's why I'm with Doc. You got to try, because people are going to get hurt. You know, you're going to get hurt playing football, but you have to minimize the
opportunities to be hurt.
Everything you can do to make sure that they're not being subjected to things that can get them hurt. You need to take that opportunity.
No question about it. Fred Warner said in that one of the clips there in the St. Brown podcast, like your injury percentage is 100.
Yeah.
By the end of the year,
and
100% you will be injured.
And since Dan Campbell took over, the Lions have by far the most games missed due to IR stints, and the gap between them and second place is bigger than the gap between second place and 10th place.
You got to look at it, man.
Yeah.
Like and that goes for everything. Like the entire organization. I love Brad Holmes. I love Dan Campbell. You love Brad Holmes.
Mm-hmm.
You love Dan Campbell.
I do.
But there's an ultimate hurdle that we have to get over here. And in order to do it, you have to take a look at everything, including yourself, including your philosophies and how you go about your business. That's anything in life.
Yeah.
When you're trying to knock down an obstacle, man, you have to take a look at everything you do. Like it literally starts with you. And that's where like when you land the plane with the Pascal and the Anzarike stuff and all of it, I got no issue with it, as long as you have a quick hook.
Yeah.
If it's not working, boom, we're moving on, and we find the next solution. So that's where it is. All right, a little overtime today, everybody. I hope you're satisfied. Appreciate Stick, Dr. Pierce, KG, for intern Jared, for Spenny. I'm Neal Ruhl. Thanks for tapping in. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Well, see you later.